Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Manny B Investing in BI, and we've got an Indigo video and a iBTC video, maybe, or just a greater Cardano ecosystem video. So what I wanted to talk about in this video, we've covered the V2 updates, we've covered the revamp of the protocol, the changes, and I'm loving it. I noticed a few people in the Discord had some complaints about the gradient. This is just like, this is totally my vibe. I love this color scheme. I love the gradients. I love the transition in color in the APR numbers. I like the background. I want that background. We should be able to download that. I just like it. It looks really good. It's really good on the eyes. Looks marvelous. Great job. Loving it. But this isn't about the V2 update. This is about our DeFi plan and getting out of these silos, getting out of these siloed communities of trolls, and a lot of this is inspired by our experience this past week with, the trolls, I'm going to call them trolls. I'm not going to call them like maxis, because that's not maxi behavior. They're really just trolls, people that are over leveraged, and they feel really bad about themselves and their financial situation. So if you have any criticism for a project that they may hold, they see that as a direct assault on themselves and their money. I've gotten numerous tweets of just nonsense that I'm not going to share. I'm not going to make those people popular. I'm not going to focus on them. But I did get one tweet response from a person who was saying that I had some responsibility to not FUD. Remember, FUD is any criticism. If you say, hey, I can't see a button on the app because the color is too close to the background, so I can't see the button, they would call that FUD, and they would try to kick you out of the Discord, try to kick you out of the community. You can't say anything about these projects, and these people will activate and they will go crazy. Some shady stuff happens, I'm going to call it out. Some things happen that I don't like, I'm going to call it out. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to bring it to the forefront of any conversation that I am in if I truly believe that it is troublesome for the community, troublesome for myself. That's just the way I'm going to operate. And I don't care who gets upset about it, because we're going to get to the bottom of stuff if it doesn't work right, or if I don't feel that it's moving in the right direction, especially if they don't have a platform out. But that's just the way we're going to move. So let's get out of that. What we should be doing is we should be using these apps just like we use apps on an iPhone or an iPad. You're not a maxi of applications on your iPhone, are you? No, you're not. And you probably have a bigger investment in your iPhone and the apps than a lot of you have in crypto, hopefully. But we don't do that. We don't do that with Adobe. We don't do that with Nike. We don't do that with these things. So we're not going to attack people. We're going to use what's useful, and we're going to try to make money. That being said, iBTC, it's a different project, but what are they doing? They are wrapping and unwrapping native Bitcoin for purpose of getting access to it on Cardano. And how is that going to help us in any way, shape, or form? Well, I believe that you can swap for one another, whether it's on MinSwap, whether it's going to be on TeddySwap. I think MinSwap's working on a stable DEX. TeddySwap is also working on a stable DEX. TeddySwap is connected to the iBTC protocol. And where does this all fit in? What does this have to do with Indigo? Well, I feel like if you have a goal to accumulate Bitcoin, or maybe you already have Bitcoin and that's where you made your money and you're starting to use Cardano, it is a great onboarding tool to bring your Bitcoin through a Neta swap using a stable DEX like TeddySwap and what MinSwap's bringing to the table. Be able to get iBTC, take that iBTC, stake it in a stability pool, and earn rewards. And if you want to, take that iBTC, swap it to cBTC, then natively bridge it back over to native Bitcoin and do what you need to do with it, whether it's payments, purchases, cashing out, getting like staking it in a platform as collateral and borrowing against it. It's endless, the possibilities. Indigo protocol and their synthetics are allowing you to do more things with Bitcoin. So all of the people, all of the Bitcoin maxis out there that are just sitting in an account that has Bitcoin in it, and you're not participating in the ecosystem, you're just standing there with foam in your mouth screaming Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. I mean, I guess if that's what you want to do, cool, but what's the point of doing that? I mean, other than price appreciation. I mean, what are you doing? Are you taking advantage of the technology that we have here? The technology that's being built here? No. Should you? I don't know. Maybe that's a decision for you. But if you want to maximize, I say moving this stuff around, diversifying. You know, maybe you have Bitcoin and maybe you want to get into DeFi. Well, here's a way. Maybe you don't have Bitcoin and you want to get exposure to it. You want to start seeing what this Bitcoin stuff is all about. Maybe you get some synthetic Bitcoin. Maybe you open a CDP and mint your own. The possibilities are endless, but there's more use case coming to Indigo due to other protocols such as iBTC. Let's take a look at the documents. Wrapping Bitcoin, mint eBTC. So you can go to Ergo or Cardano. Step by step in wrapping. So it's a little weird because, again, Bitcoin is your grandparents' crypto. It works a little bit more ancient, more generation one. So there's some nuances to it. We're not going to get into it. But what you can do is you can send your iBTC. Maybe, you know, you're collecting rewards. You're collecting rewards. And after so long, maybe you convert those rewards into iBTC and, you know, go to cBTC and then bridge it over to your native Bitcoin wallet. And then you store that long term, you know, maybe put it in a vault. And you have this DeFi play and you're going back and forth. Or maybe you're just going one way. Maybe you're just going from Cardano to native Bitcoin. That's your goal, is to accumulate as much native Bitcoin as you can. And along the way, utilizing what you can in the Indigo protocol to generate fees and rewards for yourself, to diversify. Or maybe that's your greater plan, is to just utilize your Bitcoin to generate fees and rewards to buy more Bitcoin. I don't know. The possibilities are endless when these applications start to build and grow, and you have proven applications, sturdy ones such as Indigo, and then you've got additional applications looking to do the same thing, and then not only use Cardano, but be able to bridge to native Bitcoin, be able to bridge to Ergo, be able to use things over there, be able to then at some point Dogecoin comes in the mix maybe. So Cardano is in its infancy in DeFi still, but there are some players that are emerging and they are going to change the way everything is done. I can see it just sitting here, getting into Bitcoin, opening our Bitcoin account, staking, getting Indie rewards, getting ADA rewards, you know, accumulating this over time. What's this going to look like in 6 months? What's it going to look like in a year? What are we going to do with it? Maybe move it to Bitcoin, right? Or move Bitcoin back. You know, the DeFi plan requires applications, multiple applications, not just one, but there's going to be a suite of applications that we're going to be using to make our DeFi play, to make our DeFi plan work out. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for any application that fits purpose for us to generate passive income. And that's what I wanted to cover on this video. We've got some additional stuff popping up. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. So be on the lookout for that stuff. I'll be talking about anything that can help us take what we have here, move it around to where we need to move it to, generate more revenue, and kind of move things back and forth. Maybe I want to buy something. Maybe they say accept Bitcoin. Okay, well, I've got iBTC. Let's go ahead and take some of it out, transfer it to our native Bitcoin wallet, and maybe make that purchase in real life. Maybe you need to do that. Maybe you need to take out some collateral. You need to take out a loan. Maybe Paribus is offering amazing percentages on Bitcoin staking, borrowing and lending. A lot better than maybe we're getting from the stability pools, given maybe a market condition change. Well, let's go ahead and move that over and make that happen. That's what I want. I want options. We're not going to stay siloed. We're not going to be maxis. We're going to use the applications that work. That's what I want to do. That's what I want you to do. I want you to not become a Cardano siloed maxi, especially down in these projects that don't even have an application live. Don't do it. It'll make you crazy. Make sure you hit that like, hit the share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.